Hey everybody. Hey, I'm going to try something here. This will be involving your guys' participation. I'm going to do 5 basses. I have 5 basses behind me. Let me see if I can get out of the way a little bit. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you got one back up there. 5 basses that I'm going to play for you, not live, but I'm going to have a recording of them playing in random order, and well, not in random order, yeah, in random order, of playing fingerstyle and then playing slap style, and you guys have to guess which bass is playing at which time. So there'll be like bass 1, bass 2, bass 3, bass 4, bass 5, playing with fingers, and then there'll be another little segment coming right after it that's bass 1, bass 2, bass 3, bass 4, bass 5. You won't know which bass it is, but that's what you have to guess. And on the responses, you can just go 1, the first bass is blah, blah, blah. The second bass is blah, blah, blah. The third bass is blah, blah, blah. The fourth bass is da-da. And let's see how close people get. I know there's a way to do polls on YouTube, but I'm not that smart yet on YouTube. So you just write it into the comments. If you want to just say, hey, I think this one is that bass, the second one is this bass, the third one is that bass. I'm going to show you some images here of the basses that we're going to have up there. So the first one I'm going to post up there, I think, is the American Fender Precision Elite, which is right over there. I'm going to put a picture up for you. The next one we have is a Chinese Hofner. It's hard for me to point that way. Chinese Hofner. And then we've got a Japanese, I'll put pictures up for you. Oh God. Japanese Reissue Jazz Bass 76. And then right here behind me, let me see if I can get out of the way, is a Marcus Miller bass. And then this one up over here is a 1998 Rickenbacker 4003. So those are going to be the contestants. You're going to have to guess what bass is playing, which bass it might be. So the first bass will play with fingerstyle. All the basses will play with fingerstyle, and then after that will be funky style. And you have to guess which bass is playing each of those styles. So let me think. There's 2 sections. There's the finger style, and it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there'll be funky style 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The basses don't change, so the first bass in the first section and the first bass in the second section will be the same bass. The second bass in the first section will be the same as the second bass in the second section. I hope I confused you enough, because I'm confused myself. I think this will work out okay, because reason why I want to do this, because I can. And number 2 is, a lot of times, you know, like people say, oh, this bass sounds better than that one. I know what you mean. Or this bass is better than that one. Or that bass is better than that. Sometimes when I hear a bass, I can't tell what it is. You know, if I hear a bass on a recording, you know, well, that's a 65 Fender Jazz bass, or that's a Marcus, or that's a Alembic bass, or that's this bass. Sometimes I can't tell. So sometimes I think the bass, the way it looks, the way it feels, and the way it sounds can make you play a certain way. But sometimes I kind of think, you know what, they all kind of sound the same sometimes. As I was doing this one, I noticed that, you know, there's differences. But some are more similar than other ones. So I'm going to just play the 2 sections. Like I say, the first bass that comes up, whatever it is in the first section, which will be Come Together by the Beatles, is the same bass, the same first bass in the second funky section. So the first bass that comes up is the same in the second section as the first bass. So the first bass is the first bass. You don't know what it is, but you're going to have to guess what the first bass is, guess what the second bass is, the third, the fourth, and the fifth bass. and I'll try and lead you along through that. But anyway, that's the case, or that's the thing I want to put before you. If you'd like to participate, just put your responses in the comment section, and we'll go from there. Here we go. You know, I was thinking what would be a good thing to do here is using this system right here of bass 1 is the Fender Elite Precision bass, bass 2 is the Japanese bass, bass 3 is the Hofner bass, bass 4 is the Marcus Miller bass, bass 5 is the Rickenbacker bass. That's not the order that they were in, but I'm designating a number to each bass. So therefore, if you think the Marcus Miller bass was first, you could put 4. Let's say you said the Ricky was second, so you go 4, 5. Then you said the Precision Elite was the third one, so it'd be 4, 5, 1. So just put the numbers in order in your comments. So you could say my number sequence for the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 bass is 5, 4, 2, 1, 3, or I think it's 3, 4, 5, 2, 1. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if it does or not. But let's try that. Put those in the comments. Use this little system right here and say, well, I think the first bass was number 3. So I'm going to go 3. The second bass was number 5, the Rick bass or something. So I'm going to go 3, 5, 1, 2, 4. And that's my choices. Hopefully that makes sense. If not, I could always redo this. But let me know what you think. So make your selection now. What do you think? What was the first bass that you heard on there? The first bass in the finger section and the first bass in the funky section. Was it bass number 4? Was it bass number 1? Was it bass number 3? Put your 5 number sequence down for the basses that you think were played in that order. And we'll see how close everybody is. Make your selection now.